What the hell is this thing? Heavy Rain LE? I have no idea what this map is. I've never played it before. Alright. Okay. We'll see how it goes. I like the tile set at least. That looks kind of pretty. A little bit shiny. It's not too bad. We'll play against the Zerg. Okay. What's the ramp looking like? Pretty standard. Pretty wide on the natural. Alright. No higher ground natural. Where would I take my third? Here, I guess. This is a fairly tank-friendly map, I think. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Might be useful information. There we go.
Not enough minerals.
That's what we'd like. LE is Ladder Edition. That's what it stands for, generally speaking. And TE is Tournament Edition. TE, by the way, sometimes means absolutely nothing. So, it's just like they just add TE for no apparent reason, even though it never gets used in tournaments. There's also SE, which is usually 2nd edition, I believe. Am I ever going to play Pendulum Tarantula while streaming? Well, here's the thing. I like not getting sued. Not getting sued is really good, which is why I only play music I have permission for. Now, a lot of other people get away with playing licensed music, but they also don't have a channel that has 1.5 million subscribers. So, it's probably not a good idea for me to do that. Plus, frankly, I prefer listening to this VGM. It's nice. I have so much video game music, I haven't listened to all of it at all. Oh, he's got in. What a little bastard. I'm half tempted to try and do something about that, but you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. It's fine. He's trapped in the base now, and the Reaper will kill it, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to do that. He can scout as much as he damn well pleases. Of course, he might steal gas, but nothing too concerning. Alright, so we're going to pretty standard for the most part here. Again, if the games end up being too easy, for whatever reason, we'll cheese, but for the time being, I just want to play standard. I don't know at what point I'll hit the MMR that I'm supposed to be at, so cheesing kind of screws with that. Alright, so let's kill that with the Reaper. There we go. We'll slap the factory down. It's out of range, so he doesn't see it. And then we'll go scout. And I was actually meaning to go reactor before the factory. This is actually not the build that I'm used to doing, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. What this probably means is we will go for earlier Hellions, and we'll go for a Hellion expand instead of the usual one Rax reactor expand that I do. So we'll see how that goes. Let's scout, see who he's got. Okay, 4 Lings. A natural, which is just built. That's a bit of a late natural, isn't it? Why is that natural so late? I'll double check that he's not sneaked some tech behind this in some way. Let's get that over there. We're late on our expansion, which is disgraceful. Oh, it's just late. Okay, and he hasn't taken one there either. That's weird. That seems a bit late to me. Maybe my timings are just off, but I thought that should have been done by now. I was just suspicious that he might do something. Alright, well. Stupid. Dumb mistake. I'm going to check that he hasn't got a ninja expansion somewhere, and then I'll go back and check the base again and see what kind of tech he's going for. Throw down a tech lab of our own. There we go. A supply depot. 2 more racks on top of this, and a starport. Keep building some more Hellions. There we go. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Let's get the Hellions out of the way so he doesn't see him. I see no reason to give away that information if we don't have to. Reaper will clean that up quite nicely. No, we're not going to let you kill that. Absolutely not. Alright, so I got that out of the way. Let's get Stim going. We can build a medevac. Got a decent number of these. So we can head out with that. We'll send the Reaper in with them, I think. There we go. Okay, upgrade's done here, so we can expand. We should get a couple of bunkers down here as well. Build more stuff in general. More gas. Third base, we might be able to deny it, actually. That would be pretty cool. Can we do enough DPS? I don't think we can, not with 4 Hellions and a Reaper. Have to be careful for a surround. We're quite close to creep. I'm going to move into a better position so that if they come around the side, they can't get a full surround. Medevac's on the way. And we're actually going to force a cancel on this thing. Oh, no cancel. That's really bad for him. Okay. Why did he not defend that? Hey, if we can get a queen out of this as well, that would be kind of amazing. Build more units in the meantime. Make sure I get a reactor on this. There we go. I can't believe he's letting me take all this stuff. That's incredible. Alright, time to just back off and go for a drop, I think. I'm going to go right into the main mineral line. Oh yeah, I also learned how to do that, which is kind of neat. Okay, cool. In the meantime, we have been building some units. Not as many as I would like. I've been kind of ramming the wrong keys for the most part. Also, these guys have not been mining, which is kind of embarrassing. Alright, we could potentially expect a counterattack, so we better be a little bit careful. Maybe put some supply depots down at the front here to help. So we did some damage, definitely. A couple of Hellions out here as well. I've reseeded the creep a little bit. We can do a bit of damage here. He's a bit scared of these Hellions, actually. And if we Widow Mine... Oh, this is going to be cool! Oh, almost had him with the Widow Mine. Let's deny that hatchery. There we go. Let's put the Widow Mine there, too. That's going to force a detector out of him. Floating way too many minerals, but... Oh, wow. We're doing really well here. I can't wait to see what Zerg bullshit he pulls that will stop that from happening. Okay, well, the next thing we need to do is stop building Hellions. Just go pure Marine Marauder Medevac. Complete the wall off down here. Get this Medevac back to where it was. So that third base is denied by the Widow Mine, which is kind of great. Put a few of these in. Okay, next possibility is he might end up going for Mutalisk, so I better get ready for that. Get some more gas. There we go. What have you been doing all this time? Jesus! Useless. Look at him. Sitting around doing nothing. Unbelievable. I have the laziest SCVs in existence. We can add some more racks on, like 3 more. Alright, finally he cleans that up and takes his third. He's also got an Overlord there. I'd like to kill that if possible. Let's unload all of our Marines and see if we can surprise him. Add those in there. There we go. Ah, didn't do it right. He's going to be able to... Well, I don't know. Just kind of get rid of his Overlord. I'd rather him not have that information. There we go. It's fine. I'm decently far ahead. Okay. Combat shield just finished, so I think it's time to drop. This SCV is having a rave party down here. Let's just make sure we get a couple of these up. Dissuade any possibility of that. I think we're just gonna... Well, let's find out what he's got. Not much. Macro hatch is coming up. Okay. So, we'll go for a big drop. See what he can do against that. 3 medevacs worth. In the meantime, we will add more reactors. Rebuild this. Maybe get a couple of Widow Mines at the front just for defense. Supply depot situation's looking pretty good. We can work on +1/+1. We can throw down the armory as well. I think we can just get them on 2 bases here, but we'll look to try and expand to a third just in case. We'll see what damage we can do with this 3-drop. We might be able to kill... Attacking this with 2 spines doesn't make any sense, but if he's taken the 3rd base, we might be able to jump between the 3rd and the main. So that might work. Activate the mine. Okay, has he taken the 3rd base? He has. Okay, we're gonna drop on the top here and do as much damage as we can. Which is gonna be a decent amount, I think. There we go. So we've split up, and we have the potential to make a right mess of this for him. So we'll attack here, and then we'll drop here. And we'll pick this off. Sweet. And then we'll pick up again. There we go. Alright, that's cool. And there's a queen there. So we can drop that down. There we go. So that's that queen dead as well. It's pretty bad for him. Alright, let's move into his natural. We're reinforcing on the main as well. Sort that out. Okay, he has another base there. Alright, let's see if we can Marauder Bomb the Banelings. Yes! Successful. Very nice. Let's do another one. Okay. Didn't fall for it this time. Alright. Okay, fine. We'll boost into the natural if you're going to be like that, and we'll pick off his Spire. I've got a decent amount of units here, so... Pick up. Okay, hot pick up and get out. Okay, that's fine. We've done decent amounts of damage and we're about to be maxed and he isn't, so... I'm totally fine with that. We're going to build a 3rd. There we go, and we need an armory. He has a Spire, he doesn't have much of one. Rebuild the army, and then go for a push. This creep spread is actually quite impressive, considering I denied it early on. I'll give him credit for that. Just, I had learned to do the whole drop while moving thing, but apparently not anymore. Alright. Okay, get the army together. It's a pretty big, scary army. So we're going to work on pushing his creep back. Get a couple more medevacs in there. We've got a decent amount of missile turrets. I think that they should do the job defending the base until we get back. Armory's about to be up, so we'll work on 2-2.
Additional supply.
Let's see if we can... Jeez, this creep spread is really good. That's actually quite impressive. Scarily impressive, really. That someone could have that good creep spread at this level. That actually terrifies me. I have a feeling I might lose this game as a result. It's like, you shouldn't be this good at creep spread. What's your secret? Collapse that right here. Push his creep back. Send a couple of Hellions forward just to make sure he's not sneaking any Banelings or anything in there. He most assuredly is. Let's target down some Banelings. Alright, split, split, split. Split. The splits are good! Mostly. The splits are okay! They're reasonable and would do the job. Okay, Mutalisks. I got Marines. I'm okay with that. You can lose all your Mutalisks. There you go. That was an alright split, if I do say so myself, actually. Probably should have, followed it up with something, but I think the pre-split was pretty good. Kill all the Lings. Rally across the map. And that creep spread will not help you, unless you suddenly have Ultralisks, in which case I'll be very sad. Push that creep back. Oh, hello. Let's get those Banelings before they hatch. Oh, they hatched! Not quick enough on the pickup. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Okay. Right, time to pull back. He's got actually a lot of bases, so he can recover from what I just did to him, which scares me. Alright, front base, 3rd base. Whoa, we have mined the hell out of this place, haven't we? Good lord, I wondered my income had just fallen to pieces. Alright. We have definitely mined excessively here. Income is not looking as good as I thought it was, so... Alright, well, he's definitely not dead yet, and he's been sitting on 4 bases for quite some time, even though I've denied his base a lot, so... Let's continue to build marines and everything else. Tons of mules. There we go. Good, good, good. Excessive long-distance mining going on. His meter count has gone back up as well. Huh. I really think that he is doing better than I initially suspected. I'm up to 2-2 now, which is good. My gas count's good as well, so I can go for 3-3. But I haven't actually done enough damage to him. He's still sitting on a lot of bases here. More than I thought he'd have. I'm going to take this 4th base over here, so we can spread out the remains of our units. Alright, that restarted the stream entirely. That was unfortunate. I don't know what happened there.
Base is under attack.
Oh, hell. Alright, we're going to have to shut that down. We need to get a 4th base up. Over mining here. And down it goes again. Interesting. Yeah, it's my internet connection just falling over completely. Like, momentarily for a fraction of a second. Really odd.
Mineral field depleted.
Alright. Well, let's keep building units, and we do need to get that base back up.
Mineral field depleted.
Kill his run-by forces. That's a bunch of lings we just killed there. Push towards his 3rd base again. What is this? This is really odd. Unless someone in the house is uploading. Alright, well, we'll do our best. Try and finish this off before the lag gets too bad. Alright, split. It's a lot of banelings morphing in right there. Worrying numbers of banelings. Charge those units forward into the banelings, pick up everything else, and boost out.
Let's go.
Build more units. Okay. Alright, things seem to be a bit stable now. I'm still not doing... I killed off yet another base, which was good. Let's make this a planetary.
What's going on?
Get a couple of missile turrets up here.
Bad news?
What's my 3-3 looking like? Wow, more Banes, jeez. He is building huge amounts of units. Like, his macro is actually kind of scary. I think it's time to pull the army back, honestly.
Complete.
I'm exposed for no reason, so let's pull back. I'm going to need to get missile turrets up here as a priority. Make sure this is as well defended as it can be. Pull the rest of the SCVs from here. Attempt to remax. Drop more of his bases, I think, actually, is the way to go here. Do as much damage as we can. Flank around to the side. Hit that. Group up. Hit that. Hit 2 bases at the same time. Pressure him. Keep expanding. God damn it, you're supposed to build fucking turrets. What the hell happened to that idea? Oh, we're just not gonna build turrets. You don't need turrets, right? Yeah, fucking do. Jesus. And I'm gonna lose that base as well, aren't I? I'm gonna make him fucking pay for it, though. Useless. I queued up 4 turrets and none of them fucking built. What the hell's the point? Jesus. That's infuriating. Where did the other drop go? I lost track of that, too. There it is. Oh, God damn it. That is just infuriating. Got a few hits off on him here. We do have some missile turrets. He has a lot of mutilisks, though. An annoying number of mutilisks. Okay, 3-3's about to be done. Missile turrets are driving away here. Where are the rest of my SCVs? I've got like 26 spare. Build the fucking turrets. How hard was that? Alright. Drop his base and kill it. Hot pickup onto the top. Muta's on the way. Damn. See if I can get away with what I can. Okay. Move the rest of his units in to intercept the Mutalisks that are following that.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, push forward. We're still going to need Marauders because he might eventually transition to Ultras. You guys go and mine properly. Jesus. Alright, we at least have some turrets and a planetary, so that should make it a little bit more difficult for him. This is a tougher game than I anticipated. Not too worried about that. Pre-split against the Banelings. There we go. Which means we get decent trades. Not the best trades, but good enough. Kill that base again. Get under those mutas. Kill them. Alright, that's all his Mutalisks dead. Okay, can't have more resources than this, surely. His hive's on his natural. We're gonna make him pay for that. His hive dies. Ultra's there, but not enough. GG. Bloody hell. That was... so much for Silver League. That guy's macro was really scary.